And more of that every year.
I agree. So the opening lineup for the Heat, Jake Crowder out there, Jimmy Butler. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Junior. And it's Dragic in at the point. And for the Pacers, Ogden and Oladipo, the backcourt duo. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's Warren in at the three, the small forward. Now, here's Junior. Shot by Crowder, no good. Here's Oladipo, out to Turner. And good. At the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Boy, that's outstanding court awareness from Oladipo. Head up and found the open man.
Pass to Lamb. Pass to Crowder. Outside Butler. Inside. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Butler.
Nice look that time from the veteran Butler. Go-to scorer. He's also willing to make the extra pass.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Dish now to Oladipo. Teardrop shot. Brogdon inside the line. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
He does not lack for confidence. He shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Junior, coming off a solid outing against Portland. Crowder finds Butler, puts one up from 19. The rebound by Turner. For the Pacers, they come in off a loss to the Hornets in Charlotte. Poked away, it's stolen by Dragic. Passes it to Adebayo. That's it, coming off an assist from Dragic.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And then there was his passing. When he wasn't scoring on his own, he was making plays for his teammates, and they just couldn't figure out how to defend him. And one thing I like about Brogdon is his size. Huge 6'10" wingspan for a guard. Gives him an advantage in matchups. Lets him finish over smaller defenders as well.
And great with Brogdon and his size, it allows flexibility on defense as well.
Yeah, I mean, it makes switching on the pick and roll easier with him at the top. There isn't a lot of flash to how Brogdon plays on the floor, but you can't deny how impactful he is in all facets.
And both free throws good from Crowder. For Indiana, they've got their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Dragic against Brogdon. It's Oladipo on the wing. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against the Hornets in Charlotte. For Miami, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Lamb. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
To the inside, Turner, and it's slammed in by Turner.
And you know what? He's a skilled passer, so if you leave people open around Brogdon, he'll make you wish you didn't.
To the paint, and Junior throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Warren, the Heat getting the bucket. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Boy, Warren's so good at absorbing the contact and then just kind of muscling into a shot. That takes a lot of concentration and focus.
And looking back at the trade for Warren, I thought it was a surprise to see him get dealt for so little. He's always been a terrific player.
And you know what, Greg? I'm with you there because I was surprised as well. I'm not sure why the Suns made the decision to trade Warren, but I tell you what, as a former Pacer and a follower of the team, I'm happy that the Pacers have him because this guy's an efficient double-digit scorer. He plays unselfish basketball, and he actually made nice strides defensively last season. So the future is bright. I love his attitude and everything about his skill set.
Now, here's Warren. Jimmy Butler able to get his last shot to go. Basket good.
Well, I tell you what, I love watching Warren match the defense's intensity and still be able to convert. This is a hard-nosed, really good offensive player.
Now, here's Dragic. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's Junior missing. Indiana leading by 3. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the call. Miami with the foul.
Sometimes it's about presence, and Oladipo has it. Really willing himself to the line and going right into the defense that time. He forced the foul.
And the Heat making a change here. Olynyk's checked in. Greg, if your system overall for these teams, if the schemes don't seem to be working, how much can you really change before you get to the offseason? Or, in particular, before you get to the playoffs?
It's never easy. A system change would come typically with a coaching change. And the reality is you also have to evaluate the roster, and you can't fit that square peg into a round hole. Whatever your system is, it's got to be catered to the personnel you have. You can't go the other way around, and I think that's what separates oftentimes the good coaches from the great ones.
Now, here's Brogdon. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Warren against Butler. He gets that one. Warren's got 7 points in the game.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And Junior throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's Indiana with it. Following the swoop by Miami. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Hey guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Pacers. 6 on the shot clock. Warren kicks to Brogdon. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Heat. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Now, here's Warren. He's got 7, goes up to the stripe, and once again off the mark by Indiana.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Olynyk finds Dragic. Good ball movement here by Miami. And Junior throws it down.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
Here's Holiday. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Boy, he gets up so easily, throwing it down. T.J. Warren making it happen.
Hero passes to Lamb. There's the pass to Adebayo. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Outside, Sabonis. Pass to Hill. Tipped away. That's the Heat on the break. Here's Hero. Junior kicks to Adebayo. And here we go with Hill. No look back. That one good for 2. Now it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
And when Hill sees an open floor ahead of him, he's off to the races, using that amazing speed and length to get to the basket.
Down low. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Curry. And that's 12 points for Junior.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Pass to Warren. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Olynyk.
Hey, Warren is thinking when he gets to the foul line, it's a gift, a gimme, because he's a very good free throw shooter.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
Really some great drives.
New group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Sabonis comes in for T.J. Warren. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for Hill. Here's Curry. No good on the shot. And it's the Pacers taking it the other way. The Heat beat them last time when these two teams met down in South Florida.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Yeah, and you know, those losses really hurt when you can't get anything going your way, everything's going against you. Very frustrating.
Sabonis and Turner up front. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Trailblazers, really lit up the floor. He scored 45 points and seemed to pick apart the defense all night with a ton of assists. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see. And, you know, with Miles Turner, a lot of his value, I think, comes on the defensive end. One of the best shot blockers in the league the last couple of years. And has really good mobility. He's got a nice shooting stroke, but defensively is where he makes his greatest impact in my mind.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. When this game is done, they'll be off to Chicago as they take on the Bulls. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Boy, that's just too easy, guys. Turner, a player you can't allow to get free near the rack. He's a great dunker. Bang!
And it's blocked.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Time now for an injury report. Now let's check in with DA to see how Bam Adebayo is doing. David.
Kevin caught up with the head athletic trainer for the Heat. He said that he's in a lot of pain right now and he's having some back spasms. And if he misses a lot of games, it will obviously be a big blow to their chances of winning it all this year.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And Clark, at the moment, you could argue that it's the defense that's the best asset for Turner at this point.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with you, Greg. I think clearly that's his strong suit right now. He's got a terrific shot in terms of mechanics and range. I think you'd like to see him be a little more consistent with his selection and then develop a more reliable low-post go-to move.
To the middle, here's Lamb, and Junior throws it down.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Brogdon. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Brogdon's got 8 here in the quarter.
Cool, calm, collected, and composed. That's exactly who Malcolm Brogdon is, even when he's inside with the big fella.
Olynyk inside. Turner covering. Olynyk can't hit.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Brogdon kicks to Turner. Passes it to Sabonis. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner. Now it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
Boy, a big body Sabonis might have range, but put him inside and let him eat.
Inside. Lamb.
I can always hear them. I can't see them. Just came out. Steve Rizzoli, awesome. Good job. Let's see. Mary, do you think you can help me out with another C word? Thanks, Avery. Mary, can I hear your mic, please? That's okay. A dump truck? Very good. That's also a C word. That's a very good job. Dump truck also begins with the letter D. Dump truck. Very good. Thank you so much, Mary. So those are the things that begin with the letter D. So let's see. Watch the video for the question.
And Junior throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
You know, I think that was the big difference in the game. One team was pounding the glass relentlessly, while the other team, not so much.
TJ McConnell, he's checked in for Victor Oladipo. Brogdon outside. Over Butler. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Heat trail by 4. Now, Junior. He's got 18. The pass to Crowder. And Crowder slams it in.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Now, here's McConnell, guarded by Curry. Butler against Brogdon. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
It's nice to see when Brogdon doesn't settle for the layup, instead going in there to finish with power.
Now, here's Junior. He's guarded closely. And the wide open shot from Crowder from outside off the mark. Indiana leading by 4. And Holiday has it in the corner. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 3 assists tonight.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now, here's Junior. He's guarded by Brogdon. Crowder, the pass to Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Outside, Sabonis. 1:49 left to play in the first half.
Hey, well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. If you thought he could be a franchise caliber player, we might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
And Sabonis drops a goal.
Hey, you got to think that expectations are always high for Sabonis as the son of one of the all-time great players, but you know what? He consistently has made his own mark and delivers outstanding performances.
Now here is Holiday. He's covered by Lamb. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25 and 14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
The Heat trail by 7. And Curry has it in the corner. To the paint, 6 to shoot, and Junior throws it down.
A precision passer, Curry, also excellent at seeing his guys when they're open.
And so it's McConnell with it. He'll bring it up for Indiana. .43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. There's Sabonis. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Now, here's Junior, guarded by Holiday. And it's sent back by Turner. Here's McConnell, guarded by Curry. Here's Brogdon, and another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Down low, here's Lamb, and Junior throws it down.
Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
For 3, Brogdon, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
Man, I love the defensive butt. Always going to give you his best effort at that end of the floor. He uses his length, his size, his strength, and his speed to bother shooters.
And so it's Malcolm Brogdon making highlights for the Indiana Pacers. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, what has to happen differently on defense in the second half?
Well, a little bit more activity. We just have to be committed to what we do. Our identity to be aggressive, but more consistent with it.
Spells, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Jake Crowder out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Junior. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Dragic in at the point. Team. Jab dynasties, the 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played, but don't sleep on the Celtics. With Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have, man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way.
Well, it's really hard trying to contain Butler. He's so strong and aggressive and has good ball skills. He excels at drawing contact on the way up.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter.
think if it's progressive and you make those like
In the pass to Sabonis. He dishes it to Oladipo. A floater, and the layup is good. And the Pacers lead by 7.
And Oladipo's handle is tight now. I mean, so good at freezing the defense and then blowing right by whoever's on him. He's got a nice little hesitation move in his ball handling back.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And he uses the glass on the layup. Oladipo's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now, here's Junior. Not a lot of room. Rockets the pass to Lamb. Crowder kicks the bucket. Dishes it for Junior. And it's sent back by Turner.
There's the defensive presence they want from Turner. Hustling and using his mobility to send it back.
Hill is checked in for Indiana. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Pacers leading by 9. Pass to Oladipo. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Sabonis, no good. Heat have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, it's the Heat missing.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
Hill passes to Sabonis. And Oladipo has it in the corner. It's Hill on the way. There's the 3. Up the line by Indiana. Sabonis drains it from beyond the arc. And it's a 12-point Indiana lead.
You've got to at least honor the three-point shot from Sabonis. He's capable of knocking it down from there.
Dragic kicks to Junior. Outside Crowder over Sabonis. And he sinks that one. Hit the back of the rim on the way in. Crowder's got 13 points. And here's Hill, who will bring it up for Indiana. Oladipo outside. No good from outside.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Tell you what, the passing game of Butler, impressive. Doesn't just look for his shot, wants to make his teammates better.
And here is Hill. He has 7. Pass to Warren. Sabonis at the elbow. The kick out to Oladipo. A three-pointer off the mark. The Heat trail by 8. And a wide-open look for Junior. A three-pointer, no good. Pacers have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. That one off the back iron and out.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. And slam dunk by Butler.
And I love watching Jimmy Butler play. This guy is just fun to watch. I mean, he's a tremendous dunker, strong physical body, and he knows how to throw it down.
Timeout call the Pacers. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was it to have that kind of guy Finally, new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Victor Oladipo comes in for T.J. Ward. Brogdon, he's checked in for Justin Holiday. And it's T.J. McConnell in for George Hill. And a new group in for the Heat. Crowder, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Junior comes in for Duncan Robinson. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Hero. And Curry subbed in for Kendrick Nunn. Now, here's Junior. He's got 24. Curry passes to Lamb. Adebayo kicks to Curry. And there's the pass to Lamb. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. The Heat making a switch here. Dragic is checked in. McConnell with it. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Oladipo. With some arc. Here's Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the...
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Now Oladipo. And so it's the Indiana Pacers in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Brogdon at the 2 with Oladipo at the 3. Sabonis and Turner up front. And it's McConnell at the point guard position. That's the Pacers 5.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. Once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Back to Oladipo. Launches a 3. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got 5 assists tonight.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Outside Curry. Feeds it to Junior. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Indiana leading by 6. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. They double him with Adebayo. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Crowder goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And that was not a soft foul he had to get through. I mean, he had to really power that one up and in.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency is, you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
You know, this is why Oladipo is a star. I mean, he has a unique ability to convert through really tough defense.
Aaron Holiday is checked in for the Pacers. The free throw drops for Oladipo. And here's Dragic. Kicks it to Junior. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Back to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. It's over Brogdon. No good on the shot. It didn't long that time. They double him with Adebayo to the inside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Junior's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Inside, Adebayo, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Boy, he's been a different player here in the second half, looking much more comfortable on the offensive end.
In against Dragic. Here's Oladipo, and Adebayo sends it down. Curry deciding where to go with it. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
High basketball IQ on display from Curry there, making a quick pass.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. After Oladipo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2. At the free throw line. Greg, you look at the career of Victor Oladipo, drafted 2nd overall out of Indiana, but didn't break out in his NBA career until coming to the Pacers. A bit of a late bloomer.
And Kevin, Oladipo is a prime example of some players just needing time. It also shows you how much the right situation helps a player. Oladipo always had the talent. He just found a place to foster.
Moment here now for an injury report. Now let's check in with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge to see how George Hill's doing. David.
Hey guys, I talked to the head athletic trainer for the Pacers who gave us some information. He told me that there is tendonitis in the knee and it's causing him a lot of problems. The pain has just become too much. Obviously, they can't afford to lose him. This would be devastating for this team. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And in the training room, guys. I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Now, here's Junior. Now the dish to Crowder. To the paint. Outside for Curry. To tie it up. And the Heat, another 3.
You know, some players just have a shooter's mentality, and Curry's in that category. Seth has not met a shot he doesn't like, and most of them he thinks he can make.
Curry against Oladipo. Ogden trying to get open. Oladipo misses.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a lift.
Now Allen with a clear path to the hoop. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. And the Pacers lead by 2. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pacers?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they defended the rim, as they challenged every shot, also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
This is it to Sabonis. And here is Brogdon. Dragic comes with a double team. Brogdon finds Sabonis. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Butler, he's checked in for Miami. The Heat have gone on a tear here in the fourth. They're 8 of 9 on field goal attempts in the quarter. Down low. Here's Lamb. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Junior's got the lead up to 2 now for Miami.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle with their offensive end.
Turner passes to Brogdon. Dragic comes with a double team. Here's Oladipo. Yep.
You gotta go back on it.
10:45. I think it's 10:45.
No. This is why it shows up here. This is why it froze what it does now. There's too much stuff going on.
If it counts.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Dragic against Brogdon. The pass to Lamb. Makes it off the glass. Junior's got the lead. Back up to 2 now for Miami.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
To the middle. Here's Oladipo. And a assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. Brogdon's got his 8th assist here tonight. And Miami's shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. And slam dunk by Butler.
You know, I keep thinking Butler might pump the brakes and dial it down a bit, but all he does is keep stomping on the accelerator. Gas it up.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Another miss by Oladipo.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Pass to Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
Oh, going high.
What? What happened? Get a piece of paper, blank paper, and learn to write D.
To throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And the Pacers call time here.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, create.
Indiana making some changes. Justin Holiday's checked in for Sabonis. Aaron Holiday comes in for Miles Turner. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Junior's checked in for the Heat. Holiday brings the double team. Junior with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Adebayo kicks to Junior. Another shot and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Aaron Holiday. Sabonis comes in for Justin Holiday. And Brogdon subbed in for T.J. McConnell. The Heat leading by 9. And now here's Dragic, the fast break chance. Count that one. Dragic. Assistant. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And it goes down 2 points.
Well, I tell you what, when he's operating in pick and roll, Oladipo really hard to defend. He's outstanding at putting pressure on the defense.
Pass to Junior. Passes to Adebayo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
And Adebayo drops them both. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
Yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Another possession, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Oladipo outside. And the shot goes in.
How can you defend Oladipo any better than that? I mean, just exceptional at getting shots up and over the outstretched arms of the defense.
The pass to Hero. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Junior throws it down.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And finished off by Oladipo.
Oladipo skying through the air. I love seeing that. Has great speed and uses that as a launching pad towards the hoop.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Alvin Lopez is checked in for Turner. Leaf comes in for Sabonis. Jagar Sampson's checked in for T.J. Warren. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. The Heat also changing it up. Silva's checked in. And it's Iguodala in for Hero. To the left side wing. To the inside. And the shot goes down. And the Heat lead by 10.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Outside Dragic. Pass to Adebayo. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.
better than that.
District Gaming to talk about their journey to the title.
Wizards are going to win the championship. They do it in 4 games.
Today we have some very special guests on 2K TV. They are the current NBA 2K League Season 3 champions, Wizards District Gaming. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Brandon.
What are you doing?
2K Sports
Huh?
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. The activity in front of the Brooklyn Museum, not too far from our setting today here at the Barclays Center.
I don't know if you know
Welcome everyone. Hey Dave.
Kevin, thanks very much. In this era of player empowerment, no aspect.
Much needed indeed, David. Thank you.
The NBA is such an international phenomenon, Kenny. Tearing up this league are some young guns who started outside of the U.S.
Yeah, Giannis, Jokic and Doncic, they come to mind. They're probably 3 of the top 10 players in basketball right now. It's not, I don't even say it anymore. I don't say international player. I just say he's a player now. I never think about Giannis as an international player.
Our game's been global for so long now that that's a great point because we had Dirk and we've had Nash and we've had Hakeem. Some of our all-time greats weren't from America.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. Then it's Junior. Then it's Kelly Olynyk. And it's Dragic into the West. And for Brooklyn, Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Durant and Prince make up the forwards. And it's Allen in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, Butler's a great competitor, and he's playing with some fire right now.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Butler. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the Thunder. Dragic against Irving. Pass to Prince. It's LeVert on the wing. It's 3 pointers off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And here's Junior. The feed now to Olynyk. Junior the pass to Olynyk. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Well, for so long, the Nets have been recovering from that terrible trade that cost them a ton of draft picks. Kenny, they're finally back to being a competitor.
Wow. I think that if you look at 2014, that trade shows it was terrible to mortgage your future. But they just turned things around, and they're collecting assets, and they've added these great stars to go with it.
And then they made the right coach, right?
Yeah, no doubt. But I go back, I still can't figure out what made them think that was a good trade.
Well, most of those guys are not there to answer that question.
Here's Junior. Following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Junior dishes to Crowder. Four on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. And he makes that one. Butler's got 5 now.
Just a great show of Butler's upper body strength right there as he plays through the contact.
Irving passes to Allen. He dishes it to KD. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Miami leading by 3. Crowder finds Dragic. Right wing. Olynyk has the open look. Good on the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Brooklyn's gone 0-2 from deep here. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
Kaya ba yung tawaran?
And it's the Heat with the ball. And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for the Miami Heat. Outside Butler. Pass to Junior. Passes it to Crowder. Just 5 on the clock.
Cargo high. Neat and nice looking. Look on the paper and see the D look like this.
Here's the floater. And Dragic with the lay-in.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Guys, the game nowadays is more open, more freedom of movement. Ken, do you like where the game seems to be headed?
Yeah, as a fan, I like it. If I was a player, I would like it. Because of my style of play, I could imagine a lot of players in my era wouldn't like it. But a lot more fun to watch, a lot of flow to the game.
The thing I like about it is you have to be more skilled in the game today. Because you can't just grab and hold and beat people up today, right? You know what I'm saying?
Like your Knicks teams.
Yeah, exactly. We would have struggled today. We would have struggled.
And Brooklyn has possession. After the Heat pick up 2, they get it again. The kick out to Irving. LeVert with the wide open look. Yes, it's Irving picking up the assist. LeVert's got his second bucket of the night.
Can't afford to leave someone uncovered like that. Irving will taunt you for this mistake.
Now, here's Junior. Coming off a solid outing against Indiana. Down low. And it's sent back by Allen. Irving with it. Now guarded by Dragic. On the pass to LeVert. Durant with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Durant is like a razor on the drive. Slices through pretty much any defense you throw at him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And they have really leaned on his free throw shooting at times this season. He's been there for them too with 88% from the line.
Now here's Dragic. A 14-point game for him in the win against Indiana.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots.
Here's Irving. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Outside Irving, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And when you're behind in the game, that's what you've got to do. Contest every shot.
Dinwiddie's checked in for the Nets. Slam, and Junior throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to come to the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Now, here is Irving. He had 15 points last out, and slam dunk by Allen.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Kenny, your former team, the Rockets, have suggested that the league move to start the free agency ahead of the NBA draft. From what you hear, is that idea picking up some momentum?
Well, that's how it is in other pro leagues. You know?
It is, right?
You have a free agency, then you know exactly what you need in the draft. So it wouldn't make sense. You drafted something and all of a sudden you get all those different free agents. You don't need those young players because typically young players are 2 to 3 years away.
The landscape changes.
Yeah, it has, but I like the way we have it because the one advantage with the rookies is they come in as a brand, which is an advantage to you. You think about Zion coming in, it changed the entire landscape of the Pelicans franchise. Like those guys do have a lot of value if they played in college and been able to build up that brand. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And is Allen with the jam.
Yeah, put some students in the classroom because that's exactly how you move the ball. Kyrie terrific at spotting the open man, and then you got to get it to him.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
As things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking in. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. And it's Durant in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior in his last outing against the Pacers was terrific. He scored 45.
Okay, he did on top of it.
Points, and as he always seems to do, piled up rebound after rebound. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep growing your night.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Pass to Prince. He kicks it to Durant. Clock at 6. Count that bucket. Durant's got 4 points this quarter.
So smooth. Sometimes you just assume Durant is draining that shot as soon as the ball leaves his hands.
Kenny, you played for a number of coaches in your career. Which players right now do you think you should take a look at all the players in the league would maybe make a good head coach in the future?
Well, LeBron would be a great coach. CP3 would be a heck of a coach, probably. CJ McCollum plays the game because there's a guy. I like guys who weren't like the star, and then became it because they understand the guys on the bench how they feel as well as the stars. So CJ McCollum has got to come up into that.
That's why a lot of great coaches, it's not that they were the best player, but they played on great teams. So they get to see it. I'd throw another name up there, Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo?
What about Greg Anthony?
You know,
No, that's the broadcast. Oh, great.
I think either of you.
You know, it would be fun.
I'm trying to hold you.
That's what you wanted to do. You went over. Iguodala, the pass to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got 5 points so far.
Good anticipation there from Iguodala, who is a very good passer.
Outside, KD. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Nets lead by 4. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Miami. They defeated Indiana in their last game.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
Well, awesome to see in that last game how the motion in their offense didn't stop because they were in some hostile territory.
And that one drops 15 points in the game.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
Back to Iguodala. To the paint. Here's Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Pass to LeVert. Kenny, you watched the NBA for so long. What are some things you find that make successful front offices in this league?
You can't be lazy. You got to get on the road.
Guys aren't lazy.
There's some guys there, I'm telling you. You can't be lazy. You got to be on that road. You have to understand. It's easy to see kids at Duke, North Carolina, Kentucky. But have you gone to Europe, or yourself as a general manager? Have you gone in the mid-major level and been at games when there's only 1,500 in the stands, but there's Paul George playing? Like, have you found him? That's not lazy.
And the thing is, he's calling lazy, honestly, is being complacent. And the other thing you got to be, quite frankly, you got to get lucky. You know, you got to get a Kawhi. And you got to get a Giannis. Or you got to get a superstar caliber player that allows you to build around. Otherwise, man, it's going to be a challenge.
Inside, here's Lamb. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Clearly a foul.
The Heat have gone 1-for-1, making their previous attempt at the line. Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. Both good from the line that time. Here's Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 22-point game against Oklahoma City.
As passing another high point in that game, he made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Miami's gotten both of their three-point attempts to go down here in the second quarter. Here's Lamb, and Junior throws it down.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Dinwiddie. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
All the way to the bucket, no resistance, just swipe the candy from him.
Dragic against Dinwiddie. It's Butler that time on the assist by Dragic. Dragic has got his 7th assist here tonight.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Dinwiddie is surveying the floor. It's Durant on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. The Heat leading by 4. Kenny, when you came in the NBA as a rookie, was there a veteran who stepped in to become your mentor?
My first coach.
Feels like Jimmy Butler is getting better on how he finds the open teammates, really elevating his playmaking skills.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
Brooklyn then made some changes. Wilkins checked in, and Irving subbed in for Dinwiddie. Heat also with the sub. Robinson's checked in. Allen kicks to Boykins. Butler against Irving. Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Now, here's Junior. Defended by Durant. Junior the pass to Leonard. Wants to get to Butler and does. 2 points. That one goes. Butler's got 17.
Yeah, it feels like out of the gates, Jimmy Butler's played aggressively. It's been this way all night.
Irving against Dragic. Outside Durant. For the three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Junior the pass to Leonard. He feeds it to Butler. Boykins with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got the fast break chance. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
Talk about an imaginative scorer. You never really know which shot Irving will unleash next.
Here's Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Jared Allen.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only.
And so it's the Miami Heat bringing the quarter to a close.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyrie, they got themselves good.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break in the third quarter. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for the Heat, Jay Crowder out there with Olynyk. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Junior. And it's Dragic in the point guard position. Butler against LeVert. The Heat leading by 7. Outer dishes to Dragic. Kicks to Junior. To the paint. And the dunk by Olynyk.
Yeah, he can surprise you around the rim. Olynyk has some lift.
Brooklyn's got the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up, make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
Well, we'll see how they do. David, thank you.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Shots good by Durant.
One of the highest volume scorers this league has ever seen. When Durant gets hot, good luck.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Now, here's Junior. He's tightly guarded. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Olynyk not afraid to get physical out there with the defense all around him.
And that one falls for Olynyk. And so Olynyk nails both of them.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Irving kicks to Durant. It falls for basket number 9 from the field. He's taken 14 shots to get there.
High percentage look. KD from that range, almost automatic.
And it's Dragic with the ball for the Heat. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. Here's Junior. He's got 20 to the inside. Olynyk trying to break loose.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Grant frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Passes it to LeVert. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Dragic kicks the bucket. Down low, here's Olynyk, and the dunk by Olynyk.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Allen outside. Knocked away. And stolen by Junior. And here we go. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
A good body control and great strength from Jimmy Butler, able to finish at the rim.
Now LeVert. 10 points for him. And a deep three from Irving. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Junior the pass to Olynyk. Junior dishes to Olynyk. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Feeds it to Crowder. And he banks in the lane. And now a 12-point Miami lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Junior really making a difference here.
Yeah, he's just torching them right now. A good decision to huddle up, kind of hit the reset button and figure out how to slow his roll.
Rappers doing numbers, don't I? Drop an album, then I go to a couple summers, don't I? Got it looking mighty easy for a car, don't I? Dreams are big and mine, these are hard to sleep, don't I? Yeah.
So for the Nets, Jordan comes in for Allen. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Durant. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Miami. Dinwiddie outside. Irving for 3. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And how about that beautiful display for us of DeAndre Jordan and that wingspan getting to that ball.
Junior with it. 22 points for him. To the middle. Here's Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. Dinwiddie outside. Back to Irving. Irving double team. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
And so here is Miami. The Heat leading by 12. Outside Curry. Down low, here's Butler. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one here.
The game, one in each half.
Junior the pass to Butler. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
So Boykins checked in, and Joe Harris is subbed in for LeVert. Heat also with the sub. Iguodala's checked in. Nets trail by 14. Irving passes to Dinwiddie. That's it. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. To the paint. Here's Lamb.
Oh, man. Love it. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Curry against Irving. From deep. And the Nets, another three.
They're being with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
There's the pass for Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Pass to Irving. Now Boykins for 3. Miami grabs the miss. Junior's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Inside, here's Dinwiddie. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Dinwiddie's got 4 this quarter.
Even though they're still trailing, he continues to be lights out from the field. What a competitor.
And here's Junior. 28 points for him. Back to Curry. That one goes. Counted. Curry's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
That's a floater go. Yep, it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut down now to just 11 on the bucket from Dinwiddie. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Irving looking over the floor. Dives for it and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
That's 2 teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
A different look for Miami. Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Earl comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Seth Curry. And here's Lamb. Heat moving the ball around. Back to Nunn. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Nunn's got 5 now.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Pass to Jordan. It's not going to go for him. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Hero. Buries it down low. Hero's got his first bucket in this one.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
Irving passes to Jordan. Irving double team. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Olynyk.
And the sheer size of Jordan is just so tough for defenders sometimes to deal with, skilled at picking up the foul there.
The Nets have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Well, the adventure begins when DeAndre gets to the line, but I think he's wanting to work hard on his free throws, so it's not a substitution in the last 2 minutes of a game. He wants to get confident stepping up and knocking them down.
Crowder by 15. Passes it to Hero. And here's Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Harris, good.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They're pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
1:27 left here in the third quarter. Lamb lays it up and makes it in.
Timeout.
Junior's got 12 points here in the second half.
Man, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Timeout called the Nets.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Nets trail by 16. Now here's Irving. 20 points for him. Durant dishes to Allen. Here's Dinwiddie. Good on the three-point shot. Dinwiddie's got 19 points.
Textbook feed from Allen, a big man who helps facilitate the offense.
Junior the pass to Hero. And it's sent back by Allen. Back to Robinson. 6 to shoot. Now the pass to Hero. Launches it. It's hauled in by Harris.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for them.
And it's Irving missing.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And that one's good, Junior.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Stolen by Robinson. And it's sent back by Allen.
And how about, and with that great length and awareness, Allen continues to build his reputation as a shot blocker.
Shot by Crowder, no good. Durant for three. A shot missing. And so it's Miami finding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Back right after this. Let's listen in on what Eric Spoelstra had to say to his team.
Put together 3 or 4 stops in a row. Come on, just concentrate on good basketball right now.
Impressing it down to these few minutes, Eric Spoelstra asking his guys to focus in defensively.
And talking to one another, quicker rotations, the help has to be there on time if they want to come up with these stops.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Durant plays the 4 with Allen at center. That's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Dinwiddie in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Taurean Prince, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. So he gets them both. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Nets. Trailing by 17. Allen passes to KD. And finished off by KD.
Explosive power move. Do not call Durant a finesse player.
Miami's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Pass to Crowder. Back to Nunn. To the inside. Here's Hero. And they immediately answer back with a dunk at
They come near by and they say, you know,
Daddy, they're gonna do my leg now.
yeah. We did. Lunch is already. Lunch is already lunchtime already. Huh? What you say, Matilda?
Nothing.
What you say, Matilda?
I say hi.
Say thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy.
The other end.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Dinwiddie kicks to Durant. Allen dishes to KD. And the layup's good off the glass. Durant's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Disappointing as a player to have such a great game and still be trailing. Not over yet, though.
Here's Hero. Levert defending. And Junior throws it down.
Good job by Tyler just finding the open teammate and showing some good awareness.
Prince outside. Allen outside. Three-pointer, Levert. It's hauled in by the Heat. Here's Junior. Pass to Hero. And he dunks it down.
When he felt the double team coming, quickly located the open man.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Now Kevin Durant. Pass to Prince, to the middle. Crowder with the steal. And it's the Heat on the break. Nunn wide open. And that's good. Robinson picking up the assist.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Dinwiddie passes to Levert. To end the run. And it's good on the way.
And gotta push Levert out of that area because he's very comfortable looking to score from there.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
Improving so much since his rookie season. I can't wait to see the next step Levert makes in his career.
Dragic kicks to Junior. Inside, Olynyk gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Lays it up off the glass. Durant's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, elite scoring ability of Kevin Durant. When he's in a groove like this, every opportunity when he has the ball feels like a good one.
Now, here's Junior. Levert defending. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. And Junior gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Junior's got 38 points.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Irving kicks to Allen. Dishes to KD. Here's the teardrop, and that's 2 points on the layup. Durant's got 8 points here in this quarter.
As a shooter, what separates Durant from other near 7-footers, the touch.
Now, here's Junior. G right on him.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
It's Levert on the wing. Back to Irving. That's good. And it's Levert with the assist. Levert's got 3 assists in the game. The Heat leading by 23. Outside Butler. Down low. Here's Lamb. And Junior throws it down.
That's a terrific pass right there by Jimmy Butler. Just wants to win.
It's Levert on the wing. Irving attacking. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
And a new group in for the Heat.
I would imagine at this point in his career, all Irving wants to do is win. All he's got to do now is prove himself as a leader.
And Nunn has got the ball here for the Miami Heat. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. The feed to Junior. And Junior throws it down hard.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Oh, that's how you drive your point home right there. .153 left in the fourth. Crawford against Iguodala. Crawford with the ball. Wound up there for Allen. Headshot off. Excellent D from Lamb. Miami's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Nunn kicks to Junior. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the first one drops. And the Nets may get a change here. Temple's checked in. He hits one and misses one. He's at the line. Nets have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nunn passes to Lamb. There's 14 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They double team Iguodala. Junior kicks to Leonard. Puts the move on. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Temple, and so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Orr, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
I used to dig in the craze. I couldn't stop, had no brakes. My flow was out of this world. I'm talking Venus and Mars. Now I just ride foreign cars. Now I just stack up. I gotta make it for real. I do whatever it takes. Failure's no option to me. Learn that from love as a nil. Hustle, it gotta be grand. I learned that from Tip. I keep it. Try my best not to slip. I try my best to hold on. I tighten up with my grip. It took some time to get here. I ain't blow up off the rip. And I'm still chasing my dreams. Chasing the door, make it flip.